Picture this. You're sitting in your cramped office cubicle, watching the rain streak down the window, calculating how many more years you'll need to work just to afford that small apartment downtown. Meanwhile, somewhere across the globe, an expat just like you is earning triple your salary while living in a country with better healthcare, lower taxes, and a quality of life that makes your current situation look like a bad joke. What if I told you that the difference between financial struggle and financial freedom might just be a plane ticket away? Today, we're diving deep into the 7 countries that are practically throwing money at skilled expats. And trust me, some of these destinations will completely shatter your assumptions about where the real money is hiding. But here's the kicker. Knowing which countries pay the most is only half the battle. The real secret lies in understanding why these places are willing to pay premium salaries and how you can position yourself to grab a piece of this massive opportunity. Let's start with number 7. And this one's going to surprise you because most people think of it as an expensive tourist destination, not a gold mine for working professionals. I'm talking about Switzerland, where the average expat salary clocks in at an eye-watering $91,000 per year. But here's what makes Switzerland truly special. It's not just about the raw numbers on your paycheck. Switzerland operates on what economists call a high-value economy, meaning companies aren't just paying you more because they're generous. They're paying more because the productivity and innovation levels are through the roof. The country has positioned itself as a global hub for pharmaceuticals, banking, and precision manufacturing, industries that demand top-tier talent and are willing to pay accordingly. Plus, here's a little-known fact that most career guides won't tell you. Switzerland's tax system can actually work in your favor as an expat, especially if you're working in certain cantons that offer preferential rates for international professionals. Coming in at number 6 is a country that most people wouldn't even consider when thinking about high-paying expat destinations. We're talking about Qatar, where expats are pulling in an average of $95,000 annually. Now, before you start thinking this is just oil money being thrown around randomly, let me break down the real economics at play here. Qatar has been systematically diversifying its economy in preparation for a post-oil future, investing heavily in technology, finance, and infrastructure. The government has created what they call the Qatar National Vision 2030, which specifically aims to attract international talent to build industries that don't rely on natural resources. What this means for you is that they're not just offering high salaries. They're offering career trajectories that don't exist anywhere else. Many expats report that their professional growth in Qatar happens at twice the speed compared to their home countries, simply because they're building entirely new industries from the ground up. Number 5 is going to challenge everything you think you know about geography and economics. Australia comes in with expats earning an average of $104,000 per year. But the real story isn't just about the salary figures. Australia has cracked the code on something that economists call the resource-to-brain pipeline, meaning they've figured out how to convert natural resource wealth into knowledge-based industries. Here's what's fascinating about the Australian model. They've created a system where high-paying jobs aren't just concentrated in 1 or 2 cities. You can find premium salaries in Melbourne's tech scene, Perth's mining engineering sector, Sydney's financial district, or even in smaller cities that specialize in everything from wine technology to marine biology. The diversity of high-paying opportunities means you're not locked into a single career path or geographic location, giving you flexibility that's almost impossible to find elsewhere. At number 4, we hit a country that's been quietly revolutionizing how it attracts global talent, and their strategy is absolutely brilliant. The United Arab Emirates, with expats earning an average of $109,000 annually, has created what I call the tax-free advantage multiplier effect. But this isn't just about keeping more of what you earn. It's about how that tax advantage compounds over time in ways most people never calculate. When you're not paying income tax, that extra money doesn't just sit in your bank account. Smart expats in the UAE are using that tax savings to invest, start businesses, or build wealth in ways that wouldn't be possible in high-tax countries. I've spoken with expats who moved to Dubai 5 years ago and have already accumulated enough wealth to retire comfortably, not because their base salary was astronomical, but because they optimized every aspect of their financial situation. The UAE has also created free zones specifically designed for different industries, meaning if you're in tech, media, healthcare, or finance, there's literally a business ecosystem built around maximizing your earning potential. Number 3 is where things get really interesting because we're talking about a country that most people think of as expensive rather than lucrative. Singapore, where expats average $115,000 per year, has engineered something remarkable. They've created a meritocracy that actually works. The Singaporean system rewards competence and results in ways that other countries only talk about. What makes Singapore unique is their strategic economic plan, which identifies emerging industries and then aggressively recruits global talent to build those sectors. Right now, they're heavily focused on fintech, biotechnology, and sustainable energy, which means if you have skills in these areas, you're not just getting a job. You're getting access to government-backed resources, research facilities, and networking opportunities that can accelerate your career by decades. Plus, Singapore's geographic position makes it the perfect base for anyone looking to do business across Asia, meaning your earning potential extends far beyond just your salary. Coming in at number 2 is a country that's been flying under the radar for most expat professionals, but the smart money has already figured out what's happening there. I'm talking about Norway, where expats are earning an average of $123,000 per year, but the real value proposition goes way deeper than just the paycheck. Norway has created what economists call a high-trust, high-productivity society, meaning businesses operate with less bureaucracy, more autonomy, and faster decision-making processes. This translates into career advancement opportunities that happen at lightning speed compared to more traditional business cultures. Norwegian companies are also at the forefront of the green energy transition, meaning if you position yourself correctly, you're not just earning a high salary today. You're building expertise in industries that will dominate the global economy for the next 50 years. And now for the number 1 highest paying country for expats. And this one is going to blow your mind because it represents a complete paradigm shift in how we think about work, wealth, and quality of life. Luxembourg, where expats average an incredible $137,000 annually, has created something that doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. Luxembourg operates as what economists call a wealth multiplication hub. It's not just that salaries are high. It's that the entire system is designed to help high earners accumulate and grow wealth faster than anywhere else. The banking sector offers investment opportunities that aren't available to regular consumers in other countries. The tax structure rewards long-term wealth building. And the business environment makes it easier to start side ventures or consulting businesses that can multiply your income streams. But here's the secret that separates the expats who thrive in these countries from those who just earn good salaries. It's all about timing and positioning. These high salary opportunities won't last forever, and the countries that are paying premium rates today are building their local talent pipelines for tomorrow. The window for maximum opportunity is right now, as these nations are still actively competing for global talent. Your move could literally be the difference between a comfortable life and generational wealth.